Hi, this is Ira Brick, and I am interviewing business owners from around Western Mass and Pioneer Valley for Next Gen Nexus, a website that is looking at the lifestyle and the businesses run by millennials and Gen Xers and the whole next generation thing, people that are trying to kill baby boomers like me. And so today I'm here in one of my favorite spots in Western Mass, the Iconica Social Club, with the couple that runs it, Em and Fitz.
Hello.
Hi there.
So nice to be here with you.
It's nice to have you here.
And so, as you know, because I've told you this several times, I am a devoted customer and just saw this building years ago and thought somebody should do something better with it. So you did.
Yes.
So just tell me a little bit about how you came to invent this amazing place and who you are.
Sure. So I'm Em Withenbury.
And Fitzpatrick.
And we're co-owners of Iconica Social Club, which is a new arts and event space here in Northampton, Massachusetts. We have pour over coffee, cold pressed juice, and we also bake our own pastries on site. And the idea for our space is very multifaceted and took a lot of years to kind of pull together. We moved here from San Francisco 2.5 years ago, but the idea was even started maybe 2 years before that, and it's been a long time in the process, a lot to sort of build on to make what you're seeing here in front of you today.
So this had been a law office, so it looks like it's been this magical place for 100 years, but actually you gutted it and
We entirely stripped it down to its bare bones and exposed a lot of the interesting architecture that was original to the building. It was a carriage house for a larger hotel on Main Street.
so just to say, we're behind Main Street in
We're behind
Northampton.
Main Street,
You come out the back of Haymarket and here you are.
Which was another draw to the property because it allowed a more of an exclusive spot rather than a pop-in on Main Street. So we really like that aspect. And we saw a lot of potential in the building, even though it was designed as sort of mid-grade office, commercial carpet, drop ceilings, white drywall, that sort of thing. So we saw the ability for it to be something a lot more than it was.
Excuse me for panning. Yep.
And certainly more public-facing than it had been in a number of years.
And a lot of what you see when you're in here is stuff that you, Fitz, actually found art and repurposed items.
Yeah, there was a lot of repurposing, a lot of just, I have all of this cool stuff, how can I make it functional again? So one of this thing here is our cash register, which I made from an old sewing machine base, a piece of soapstone that came out of a water testing laboratory in Pennsylvania, and then a cash register that we got on eBay for $20 that I completely took apart.
An old NCR cash register.
Yeah, 1942, still works.
Yeah.
So it's our workhorse, and it will never break.
So
And
let's
then
take a walk
Yep,
through this
great.
space a little bit.
Okay, and I will keep asking questions.
Sure.
Okay. So you do pour over coffee. So how is your coffee different than this is sometimes called Seattle of the East. So
yeah,
there's
it's
no
actually-
lack of coffee here.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of like rising tides raises all ships kinds of things, because there are a lot of cafes in the valley, but everyone is kind of offering a different sort of thing. And the way that we decided to diversify ourselves is only offer pour over coffee. So the pour over setup is what's going on right over here. It's the glass cone that you
Mad
got
Science.
right here, Mad Science. It's a Japanese company called Hario, and we do all the coffee with paper filters. It's a very clean cup. We also focus on lightly roasted coffees, so they're very bright and popping. We also have
And more caffeinated.
more caffeinated, a few different roasters from around the country, so it makes a very kind of like fresh and interesting cup of coffee. We also have an espresso machine over here, so we can do all the cappuccinos, lattes, and that kind of drink.
And a lot of juices and such. I interrupted Fitz in his juicing, so thank you.
So in our display case here, we make an assortment of cold pressed juice each day. Today happens to be our strawberry with lemon agave, beet with cucumber and horseradish, our tangerine with orange and ginger, and our spinach with heirloom tomato and celery. Oh, not to mention the pineapple with lemon jalapeno, which is my favorite.
And just to add to the there's great pastries, and then back here is sometimes a screen that's showing all sorts of
We have
prehistoric science movies.
Yeah, an
and,
interesting screen which we use as kind of an artistic platform for different things each day.
okay. So show us around a little more.
Yeah,
All right,
let's go.
so let's head
Okay.
into our gallery.
So it is a amazing performance
Sorry to
space.
interrupt, we're just going to take a quick pan of the room
We're actually doing a, as you know, a couples in business summit here in November. We're going to have 9 couples, and this is just the perfect spot to make them cozy and.
Yeah, so this is we call it our gallery space. We host events here in the evening, things like poetry readings. We also have movie nights. We have a film critique group that runs here. People show their art on the walls, like the lovely art that we have on the walls right now is by a woman named Corinne, who just started a new arts collective, and we hosted their fundraiser last night. So we're a very multifaceted space, very dynamic, and we're really trying to be a platform for other people's ideas, which is very important for us to kind of create, like we were talking about before we started the video, a third space. So it's not your home, but it's somewhere that feels like home that you can come to and you get a little something to eat, a little something to drink, but mostly you're actually here for the experience. And
contrasting it with what people joke about of my Starbucks on this corner instead of the one across the street.
Yeah, exactly. This is hopefully a unique experience. It's also immersive.
It's a bit more personable, even though we use kind of an industrial backdrop. I think we have a lot of our personality built into this. And people have mentioned it feels very homey, which we will go up to our library space, and at that point we'll be further driven.
Okay, let's go up.
Let's go on up.
So just tell me a little bit more of the story. You spent a couple of years, from what I read, pretty much washing out of a bucket while you got this place ready.
Yeah, we didn't have water for a while.
Yeah, so 2.5 years, you're now standing in our library space. So 2.5 years to renovate this place. Like we've been kind of saying, we got the whole thing down to the studs and built it back. It was just drywall, gray carpet.
But computers do work in here.
Computers do work. This is our Wi-Fi friendly zone. So we call this the library. It is also a privately rentable space, but when it's open to the public during the cafe days, people can come up here and study. They can have small group discussions. It's a great sort of creative space. And I mean, this is a perfect example of literally taking a home space and putting it in a public space. And
it does lend itself towards sitting next to someone you don't know.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And people have been doing that basically since the day we opened. I think because it's so immersive and engaging, it kind of breaks down that wall between people who don't know each other.
Yeah, I came up here with my consulting partner, by the way, for this couple summit, and we were trying to see how do you fit 20 people in here, and there was a couple over there that just got up and started helping us plan it out.
Really? Yeah, that happens all the time. It's just like that natural barrier between people seems to be broken down here. Our name is Iconica Social Club, and we really did try to create a social atmosphere that would be really immersive and allow people who maybe don't know each other but have common interests to engage with each other.
So let me just ask you, I have to ask you, and it's 8 minutes into the 10 or so, you're a couple in business, and you're also, I don't know if you're millennials, I always lose track of what generation people are, but like...
I don't even know how they all break down. We're in our 30s, so that's where we fit into the framework.
I think you're Gen Q. So just say something about that, of being the up-and-coming generation and working as a couple.
I mean, I would say we identified basically from the first year that we knew each other that we wanted to go into business together. It was just the right fit for the kinds of people that we are and the kinds of energy that we have together. We really wanted to collaborate on something. We wanted that something to be larger than us, and we knew we wanted it to be artistic. And so it isn't necessarily money driven for us, but we needed to support ourselves financially. So
that's why everything's free, I guess.
Yeah. Don't put that on you. So yeah, it's just this kind of thing where it's like an art project that we're basically living inside, and we're inviting other people in to experience.
That's terrific.
And then they bring their own artistic energy, and have their own events. And we're our platform as much as other people's platform for their crazy ideas.
What are a couple of the events you've had so far or have planned?
So we have a pretty. Do you want to talk about this?
We've had a jazz night that was really fantastic. We've had some open mics. Last night we had an immersive art experience for a new art collective where they auctioned off some art upstairs. They also had beverages that they made downstairs and served to people.
And they had a 7-foot snake here and a belly dancer.
Belly dancer was body painting. There was a mild amount of nudity. it was good.
One of the more
That's
unusual
terrific.
ones, but we're really open to people bringing ideas, and we're trying to create a safe space for people to take risks and not just do something cookie cutter.
So there's a certain space rental fee, and then they're encouraged to buy.
And then we do catering too,
Catering,
which is awesome. So
Right.
and that part has been really successful so far. People have really kind of latched on to wanting the space, but also wanting the food and drink that we make for the cafe at their event. So it's been very
And I know you make more
harmonious.
pastries and sweets, or at least when I booked the event, there was not as much food and more pastries. So I'm having Belly of the Beast, friends of
which is
yours,
perfect.
cater into here. So,
Yeah.
you know, that feels good to me, to couples, to have two couple-run businesses together.
Yep.
So you're good collaborators. So what did you see in each other, just another minute or two, that identified you as good business partner material?
I think she has a lot of the strengths that I lack, and vice versa. So she's very organized and detail-oriented, whereas I am sort of all over the map in terms of ideas
But
that
very
need to
big
rein
picture,
in.
you know, and it's like you need that first seed of an idea.
Let me give you
have
vocabulary.
details.
I just had a workshop on this very topic. Visionary and integrator. So that's what you have going for you.
You're the visionary and the integrator. I love it. Although it's interesting because for as integrator as I am, I have a lot of vision, and for as visionary as he is, he has this amazing ability to tie it all together. So
that's perfect and important. That's great.
I think I have patience for things.
Oh yeah, but I don't have.
And she doesn't. So again, we balance each other nicely, and I think that sort of came through.
Yeah, so maybe for the end of the video, we could just take a quick peek outside at our parklet, because that's kind of a fun community space to show as well.
I'm just going to keep the camera running.
We can head down our stairs, which we painted all of these treads, custom done.
If you're off camera, I'm looking. I don't want to break your hip. So this is a parklet that's right outside your store. Your building is actually in a municipal parking lot behind Main Street.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So we own the building, but we don't actually own this land. This is all city property. And when we first started our project, we identified that it was entirely underutilized for what it could be. So we approached the city and asked if we could turn it into a little public sitting area. So you're now looking at Amber Lane Public Parklet.
So I know that Northampton and Amherst are sort of getting into parklets.
Oh, yeah.
Were they just on board with it right away, or did you introduce?
Exactly. We had the idea, we brought it to them, and they said, oh, we've been trying to get this started. This would be a great fit for us.
Nothing better than somebody that wants to do it right.
Exactly. So we got a bunch of donations from other area businesses.
Which are thanked over there.
As well as individuals, and we put in all the infrastructure, we designed and built everything ourselves.
And so your customers can eat out here, but it's actually a public park, so...
Yeah, anyone can, so they can have their break from work at the surrounding businesses. People who walk by can sit and hang out. And we already have some art installations in here. This is a copper tree that an artist from East Hampton just installed a few days ago. It's gorgeous. The event last night, one of the artists brought a table for the event, which now is like a perfect for a parklet.
And I saw another video of you where you said that you took a long time even getting the right ground cover that could take foot traffic.
Yeah, so we have time on the ground in our view blocks. The city donated a tree to us as part of their Reliefing Northampton.
Nice.
So everything kind of came together in a sort of miraculous way, and now this is our cafe space.
That's great. So this went a little longer, but you could easily go on for hours, I know. But how do people find you online and for real?
Sure, so our website is iconicasocialclub.com. You can also follow us on Instagram under the same handle. We're open Wednesday through Sunday. Friday through Sunday we're open later until 9 p.m. to host all of the amazing events that we have here. And we're open for morning breakfast, afternoon snacks, and evening desserts.
That's great. Well, so nice to meet you both, and you know, I love the company so much that I come here all the time. So,
thanks, Ira.
Okay, thank you.